Hey guys. So today I was watching a live orchestra. I don't know if it was live or a rerun. This artist called Greg Porter. And it's one of those jazz artists where they're it's jazz. They play the saxophone. There's violinists doing their thing over there. The drummers. I've always been a fan of jazz drums, like the whole rhythm of how they do things. It's different from yeah other drums that you usually bump into, let's say like in a church setup or a hip hop concert or this and that. It's more artistic. It's an art. The pianists and even the singer himself. The singer himself, Greg Porter, is an amazing singer. I wasn't really yeah I didn't really know him prior to this. I just saw the thing on TV, and yeah, it was a really good watch, and it really made me think. Really made me think when I was looking at all those guys playing their instruments, doing the thing. It really made me think. It really made me wonder what it's like to truly master something, to really, really be a master of something, to be good at your craft. Because you saw those guys, you could see the passion they were playing with. They're playing in sync. You can tell that these people practice this over and over and over and over again. And how much purpose it fills you with when you're actually really good at something. How much drive. I don't even. I'm looking for the correct word to describe that. To describe seeing someone who is actually a master of his craft. It was inspiring. It was awe inducing, honestly. Big ups to him. And it made me look at myself in a certain way, because I started questioning myself, like, if someone were to ask me something, of course we need to take into consideration that a lot of those guys were, I'd say, middle aged, so they've had years and years and years to hone in on one skill. But there were some young guys too there. I think the drummer looked like he was in his late 20s, early 30s, and it really made me wonder that if anyone were to just pick me in a crowd and ask me, what are you really good at? Like, what's your best skill? What is something that you can say you are better than 99 or 90% of people in? And honestly, I was at a loss for words. I was at a loss for words when I asked myself that question. And I don't think it's just me. I think a lot of us out there are just living in this jack of all trades type setup. That's what we have in our lives. That's what's simple. That's what we've settled into. And honestly, being a jack of all trades is not a bad thing, because people usually make it seem to be a bad thing. Because it's not like it's jack of all trades, master of none, but it's often better than a master of one. People usually ignore the part where it's often better than a master of one. But it really does feel, it really does suck to be ambiguous in a sense. What do I mean by that? You're good at a lot of things. You're okay at a lot of things, but you're not a master of something. There's this there's nothing really that we can pick you in a crowd and say you are the best at this. You are known for this. Because when you're just okay at a lot of things, you're not really known. You're not really known for those. You're a reliable backup. You're a very reliable backup. You're like a midfielder in football. You're like a midfielder who's really, really good at defending advancing. You're the heart and soul of the team, but when it comes to Ballon d'Or season, they're only looking at that one guy who's extremely good at that one position that he does. But you're so good in so many fields that you're recognized for it, but you're never really in those conversations, unless you're Luka Modric. But yeah, it really made me think. It really made me think. It really made me look at myself a certain way. It inspired me. It inspired me. It made me ask certain questions that I feel like everyone should be asking themselves. You can't just be living just in this in a gray zone all your life, you know. You can't be just living in a gray zone all your life. And identity too. It really made me think about identity, because those guys, they make that thing their identity. They make that thing their identity. When you're really good at something, when you are something, you are something. You see, I'm a musician. I'm not a musician, but let's say if I was Greg Porter, I am a musician. That's my identity. I can be a father, a brother, this and that, but he's a musician. I'm a drummer. I am this, I am that. Your lifestyle reflects what you are. Your lifestyle reflects your identity. And now my question is, being able to master something, is it for those that know who they are, those are the set identity, or is it for anyone? Because how can you truly master something when you haven't mastered yourself, when you don't know yourself like that, you know? Yeah, and it really challenged me. I think I'm gonna do a lot more, or a bit more research on this. The correlation between identity and skill, or the identity, yeah, the correlation between your identity, your self identity, your self security, and being able to hone in on one skill and make it your main thing. But yeah, tell you guys, just tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.